seems that you are very, very, very well known. Not just well known, but well appreciated, ma'am. I have interviewed a few people, and they don't just love you. They thank God for you. What an honor. There's no way you couldn't have ascended. When you got that many people on your side rooting for you, but you did the same thing for them. Tell me about yourself.
Well, I'm so grateful. I love hard, and I thank God that God has allowed me to have people who love and appreciate me, you know, so it's not wasted, and it never stops me from loving even more. You know how sometimes people mismanage love or aren't responsible to the love you give. It makes you not want to. And I just thank God that He keeps me so grounded in the love of my family.
Yes.
And I've had amazing friends my whole life. And I love that feeling. I love love. I love good. I love serving. I love helping my people.
That's your drug.
Yeah, like I like to see my people succeed.
That's
like,
right.
If I'm at the White House, you
Come
at
on
the
now.
White House.
That's right.
If you, this is how I tell my friends. If I can't be the Gail to your Oprah,
okay,
we
I don't want to be
friends, okay?
That's right.
Because it's about me being happy for whatever success and happiness and joy is in your life, and pushing your friends toward that.
That's right.
Like when I was in middle school and high school, my teacher, Mr. Gaucher, shout out to the great educators. He said I knew all y'all was gonna make it because y'all pushed each other. My best friend Lawrence is a doctor.
Okay.
My homegirl Shanteria balling. Hey Terry. My friend Marita, professional academic, and we all from the hood.
Okay.
You know
Now you said
saying?
you went to Washington High School.
Washington High, Booker T, West Side, Zone 1.
Okay, I don't know if you want to say, if you care, when did you come out?
94.
Okay, so you're young. My sister attended Washington, and I was thinking, I wonder if they know each other, but I'm sure you know each other because we're kindred spirits. And personally, what I like about the hood, I think about the hood as a covering. When people say the hood, it's your covering.
Mm-hmm.
When you're from the hood, you can go anywhere.
Anywhere. That's what I always
You
tell
can be
people.
from somewhere else and you can't come to the hood.
I'm comfortable
but you can be
everywhere I
in
go.
the hood and go anywhere.
And that's the thing that I thank God for. I thank
That's
God
right.
that being from the hood, which to me stands for hope overcoming obvious destruction.
Okay.
Which means I'm prepared for anything and I ain't scared of nothing.
That's
you feel
right.
me?
I do.
And I've lived all over the planet.
Okay.
In Scotland, in New Zealand, in London, in South Africa, in San Francisco and New York, and I've never been scared to be anywhere. I remember one time I lived in the Tenderloin in San Francisco, and those who know about San Francisco ain't that tender about this area.
Okay.
It's where a lot of the heroin addicts and stuff, they dwell in. And I remember one night
So you could be prey at any time.
Oh, at any time. But when you're from the hood, you're prepared to be aware.
That's right.
No matter where you are on the planet.
That's right.
And I treat people how I want to be treated.
That's
my
right.
mama always said, no matter where we live, she wanted to be around people who treat people how they want to be treated.
That's
in
right.
my neighborhood, we don't just borrow sugar. We might borrow chicken,
That's
cook
right.
it, and then send Miss A to a plate.
That's right.
That's what I come from. It's not foreign. It's not back in the day. It's what you make it.
That's
when I
right.
lived in New York, I had a dinner, go get together with all my neighbors.
Okay.
It was the first time they had ever been in an event with each other.
So you brought Southern hospitality,
Oh my God.
hospitality up north.
I did, because my first day they told me I was going to give myself away. I said, give myself away for what? Having manners?
That's right.
I'm not going to change because that's how y'all are.
That's right.
And they was like, we going to miss you so much because
That's right.
we never would have known each other. And that's what I say to people all the time. Don't let the devil in them stop the God in you.
That's right.
Do what's good in your heart. And don't even be faded when the devil show up, because he's supposed to.
That's right. He's doing his job.
He ain't supposed to mess with the ones he already got.
That's right.
So yeah, I'm very honored and grateful to these amazing people who honor me and love me, because I love them.
Oh, they really love you, ma'am. I'm talking about the young man Abyss.
Mm-hmm.
I had the pleasure of interviewing him, but prior to interviewing him, I had the pleasure of listening to him introduce you. That young man has layers, and he could have come from any angle. He could have introduced you and we knew nothing. He would have still done his job.
Mm-hmm.
But when he introduced you, it was personal to him. And he really, really let you know that he was trying to make it very, very personal to you. He loves you that much.
And I love him that much.
And I thought, wow. First of all, from the moment you walked in, this is the thing that you didn't hear me. But when you were talking about the queen and the kings and the peasants, I said, get out of my head. I said, get out of my head, simply because there's not a peasant that doesn't want a queen. Sometimes they step out of their zone, but sometimes queens will take their crowns off, and they know they're queens, and maybe we shouldn't even go down that road. But what I will say is this: You seem to really keep it real. That seems to be most of your magic. That you don't come with the
pretense
at all,
or fear of what
they
someone might
see
think.
is what they get.
Because you can't be 27 different people for 27 different people.
That's right.
I ain't got time. I know that I'm more than enough.
I
thank God that.
That's right.
You know, I think I'm a rather cool chick. You know what I'm saying?
Are you really serious?
I'm really serious. I think I'm a rather cool chick, and beyond that, I'm smart and I'm caring.
That's right.
And like I said, I come from love. We're a loving family, so we just give a damn for real about everything.
That's right.
You know, and as a poet, Langston Hughes say, a poet's job is to feel.
Mm-hmm.
Hang yourself with your words, he says.
Okay.
And so having that responsibility, you've got to feel and be genuine, put yourself in people's position, to have empathy, understand, look for a solution. You know, Hemingway say poets are the legislators of the world.
Okay.
And that's a big responsibility.
It sure
and
is.
Some people don't look at it that big. I do. I know what these words can do. I've had people tell me they was going to kill themselves and hurt my words.
That's right.
I've had women leave with domestic abuse relationship. I had a little white girl from King, shout out to New Hampshire.
Okay.
She lost 80 pounds.
Wow.
After seeing me on TV. Because she's like, if she can be big and beautiful and bold, I can go outside and
I'm
kick the ball.
I'm glad you brought that up. I had the pleasure of interviewing well, I don't know how many recipients have gone since the last recipient, but the young lady in the red dress.
Tina ATL.
I asked her, what was the poem? She said the poem was called Dicks. Okay. But once I began to feel the personality, without even hearing the poem, I realized that she had gone through a lot. And for some reason, you are, you mentioned this as well, you have a spirit of discernment. You knew that that poem would set her free. Because it did. Because she's evolved from the dicks. And we might look at it like, some might say that's kind of vulgar, but no. We call people dicks when they act like buttholes and the whole nine.
Yes. And it's short for Richard too.
Well, yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, that's true.
But the poem, more than anything, I think is such a signature piece for her.
Okay.
And that's what it's about as an artist. You know, Chubby Checker can't go anywhere in the world without doing the twist.
Okay.
You feel me?
That's right.
As
That's
much
his
as
thing.
we love Erykah Badu, she can have 10,000 songs. We want to hear Tyrone on and on.
That's right.
And that's just what it is. So I knew that not only is she beautiful, but she delivers it.
Yes.
And so perfected.
And it delivered her.
And it not only did she have that poem and many other pieces, and an album and a book. She has a series that she does of shows and events.
Now you've told us more about her than she told us about her. But maybe she was nervous.
No, I'm the mama.
I
like
believe
this
that.
about everybody.
Okay.
I can tell you
Those are
everybody's
your
resume.
babies. Okay.
And we the same age.
Hey, how many times have you seen a little girl with a baby on her hip and the baby is as big as the little girl?
Yes.
You that little girl.
That's me.
But you that big girl.
Because my niece in there, she's only 3.5 years younger than me, and I've always been
her mother.
Yeah, her auntie, big sister,
yes.
big friend. So yeah, it's just part of who I am, and I love them. I'm so proud of everyone in our scene. Atlanta has one of the best poetry singers in the country.
Okay.
And it's not because we sound alike. It's because of how diverse and how we diversify the game.
Okay.
We aren't just poets. We're producers. We're event specialists.
Yes.
We expand our resume, our portfolio. So I mean, I've done 2 TV shows.
Okay.
We got spoken word hip hop musical Tommy Bottoms. I don't know if he told you about it. Educated Gangster 101.
Okay.
An amazing production that will be on Broadway soon.
Okay.
And he just got like Biz has acoustic gardening. He hosts every first Sunday. Plus he coaches and does, amazing production work with artists. Shout out to the band of the brothers, his son, and all the brothers who, they doing their thing. I'm just grateful.
Yes.
Like when I see progression, when I see dreams come true, it makes me happy.
Yes.
I was sitting there watching TV going, God, I want to meet Russell Simmons.
Yes, come on, speak that thing.
And 3 months later, I was standing on stage.
That's another thing that you said that personally touched me. And that was, speak it into existence. If you want it, if you think you want it, then start putting make the winds know the wise.
Yes.
Give the angels some work to do, because they will.
They will.
It's been an honor to speak to you. I could talk to you all day. Literally. I could talk to you because you give me so much information. We could talk about so many different things. But I think what touched me most was before I spoke to you, how you've touched so many souls. And no matter whose name you may be attached to, you never stop being Georgia me.
No.
Now,